Hello, my beautiful viewers on E360. How are you feeling? I am feeling good, but I must just say I am a little bit, I'm a little bit stressed because I do have a lot on my plate and I do quite a lot of recordings because soon I will be going to New Zealand. I will be seeing my grandchildren. I didn't hug them. I hugged them last on March 1st, 2023. So sometimes stuff happens and it's like, whew, it's just a little bit too much. But sometimes you cannot control everything. You have to let go. You have to just know everything will work out. It maybe will not work out exactly how you wanted to work it out, but it will still will work out amazingly. Now, I don't know if you can remember that story. I was still very young, and my mother and father, my mother watched Days of Our Lives. So Days of Our Lives had this hourglass that was running, and then I cannot remember the song, but I'm sure if I just have a little snippet, I can sing the whole song because my mother used to watch Days of Our Lives every day. But just as the sun runs from the top to the bottom, it is this how easy to let go. Sometimes we're holding on for dear life, but then the sand will still run through your fingers. I used that beautiful picture in the opening video. Like Days of Our Lives, like sand through an hourglass. Well, my guest is amazing. I cannot wait for you to meet my guest. We've got South Africa in the house. We've got UK in the house. We've got America in the house. I am truly so excited. We've got my miracle man in the house, and my beautiful friend, my beautiful soul. I call her my prayer warrior, Dar, in the house. And then Nick that came last year, and Eva is brand new to our group, and she is such an inspiration already to the group. So I cannot wait for you to meet my guest. So I would love to play Jose Escobar's video. He is from the Connectors Leaders Academy, and he is sponsoring the show. Thank you so much, my beautiful Jose. Mwah!
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
My guest is here. I'm truly excited. So my beautiful guest, who of you can remember the days of our lives? My beautiful miracle man. I call Howard my miracle man. I was actually looking at some photos today, my beautiful miracle man. I took a photo of you when you were showing our beautiful Krista to, to let go of all the stuff that's not serving you anymore. So I was just smiling. So my beautiful miracle man, can you please introduce yourself?
I absolutely can, my dancing queen and beautiful butterflies. And thank you for hosting. This is a very important topic. I am Howard Brown. I am the original Mr. Shining Brightly. I'm trying out these new sparkling blue glasses for this show. right? I am an author, a best-selling author of the book Shining Brightly. I am an award-winning international speaker, and I have a total inspirational podcast called The Shining Brightly Show. And we all get knocked down in life and in business and in relationships and in health. And the job is to get back up again. And that's what we do with our light together, joined together. Thank you.
Wow, my miracle man, you are bringing tears to my eyes. Thank you so much. My beautiful Dar, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Dara Geiger, and I am an author of Reignite Your Joy, Let God Lead Your Dance Through Life, and a joyologist. And joyologist definition is somebody who brings joy wherever she goes, to uplift other people and to inspire them and to help bring some quality of life to others. So that's pretty much my goal, and to give God the glory for all that he does for me.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Dar. My beautiful Eva, all the way from the UK. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Well, hello, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, whatever you're tuning in from. I know we are global international. Sanet, thank you. It's an honor for being on your platform. You're beautiful, just like that butterfly. And everybody, it's an honor for me to be here and share the stage with you. I'm a positive mindset coach, therapy practitioner, founder of Open Hands Institute and Open Hands 88. As a founder of Open Hands Institute, also I'm hosting an Open Minds to Open Hands podcast, and I dedicate it to empower entrepreneurs and business professionals to unlock their full potential. I created a 21-day inner transformational journal. It's available in workshops as well. They are in Hungarian and English language as well. And I help individuals to transform their life from inside and out with a strong focus and mindset and holistic growth on their journey to self-discover their success. People just call me Coach Eve, the legend, because I make things happen. Thank you. Back to you.
Oh, wow, beautiful. And we're going to talk about your legacy that you wanted to do for your mom, but we will come around and I'm going to ask you that. My beautiful Nick, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Hi, I'm Nick Smith, the Rebel Ninja, tuning in all the way from South Africa. I aim to activate, impact, and move people, and I do this through award-winning presentations and speaking. And then I'm also a personal development and independence coach, especially for people with disabilities, because I happen to be one. I have cerebral palsy with hemiplegia, but I say that my greatest weakness is my disability, but it's also my greatest strength, because it pushes me forward and helps me take control of my life and make things happen. So that's me.
Wow, that's so beautiful, Nick. I love you. I love you. Thank you. My beautiful Howard, what does letting go means for you?
Well, letting go means to me is that we have luxuries in life, but they're not what you think. Luxuries are not physical things. Luxuries are raindrops falling on you, hugging your grandchildren, right? A sweet poem in your ear, the breeze. These are the luxuries we live in life. And since I'm a 2-time stage 4 cancer survivor, I had to learn the discipline of letting go. And that's talking about negativity. That many forms. We cling to certain of that. Just like we eat foods that are bad for us. It's okay a little bit, but not every day, right? I wish I could have ice cream every day. At least the grandkids, I'm sure, do too. And so we have these things that we cling to, and they're not good for us emotionally, physically, financially, and in relationship. And they're toxic. We cannot continue this way. It's unhealthy for the mind, body, and soul. So that's what letting go means.
Thank you, my miracle man. And my beautiful Dar, for you?
Well, I have spent almost 3/4 of my life learning how to let go and let God. So it's been through many different experiences, loss of 2 loved ones, breast cancer. So Howard, I can relate to with the cancer, the small c, I call it, issue. And learning to let go is a process. It's a one day at a time for me. But through my faith in God, I've learned how to give it to Him. Whatever it is that I'm holding on to that I need to let go of, it's causing me grief and pain or discouragement or fear. And it's a process for me. And I think the biggest word for letting go is trust. Learning to trust that somebody greater than me loves me and cares for me and has my best interest in mind. And there's some days where I'm like holding on like, okay, God, He's got to take one finger at a time to help me let go because He knows what's best. So I've made a list of words on trust and surrender. Surrender's letting go, right? What happens, the benefits, the positive things about trust and letting go, surrender. It brings freedom. It brings peace. It brings a safety. Helps me to relax. Confidence and courage. There's so many good things about my decision in my mind to let go, and I go in and out of it one day at a time, all day long. But when I find that peace, that's when I know that I've really given up and let go, and then God just kind of hugs me, gives me a hug, and said, "Now you got it going on, Dar." So it's such a personal experience, and there's many more words that I found about trusting and letting go and surrendering, and it's a journey. And I can't say that it's easy either. So it's just an experience that when you recognize it, like I do, I can because I've had so many experiences. I just have to say, God, take it. Take it, please. I'm ready to surrender and let it go. So it's very personal for me. Yeah.
Wow. I love that. And I call you my prayer warrior. Sometimes I need a scripture or something. Sometimes I just need to pray. Then I will quickly do my dial. I call it the dial, but not really. Remember in the old years, you had to. I dial my fingers on Messenger and I will say to Dor, "Oh, pray for me, please, my beautiful Dor. Where can I get this scripture?" Because you can ask Dor any scripture, and she can even tell you what's in the scripture, not even where, but where. So I just want to say thank you so much for being my prayer warrior, my beautiful Dor, and thank you for loving me. My beautiful Ava, what does letting go mean for you?
Thank you, Sanet. I can relate to Howard and Dawn as well because I lost my mom as well because of cancer, and it was very hard. I think I could never let it go. I can just learn how to live with that. Letting go for me is something where I'm going to break free from my old patterns and I'm going to step into something new, something positive, something uplifting, which empowers me and empowers my vision. That's letting go for me. And also, as a hypnotherapist, sometimes I teach of letting go your old habits and how to let go those habits which actually we inherited from our culture, from our religion, from our mom, our dad, and replace them with new positive habits. And there are many, many, many things which you can let go. And Dar said it's you have to take it step by step, day by day. And if you do that, and every day you work towards it to let it go and break free of those old patterns, then it's going to be a very good, successful feeling for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, my beautiful one. I really appreciate that. So, my beautiful Nick, can I just quickly want to make sure you are unmuted? You are welcome to go. What does letting go means for you?
I think letting go is linked to the concept of the locus of control. Identify and understand what's in your control, and then identify and understand what's not in your control. And once you kind of identify the things that are out of your control, it's important to let those go, because a lot of people end up stressing, end up focusing on things that are outside of their control. And to be honest, like, that's the root cause of stress, trying to control something that you can't control. So if you can let those go, think about it like this. If you've got 10 fingers and you can hold on to 10 things, but 6 of those 10 you can't control. Now you're trying to balance them, you're trying to control them. Imagine if you let those 6 things go, and now you have 10 things, 10 fingers to control something that you actually can control. Imagine how much more power you'll have. Imagine how much more you can do if you let go of the things that you can't control and then take control of the things that you actually can. For me, that's the focus.
I love that, because sometimes we hang on to stuff that we cannot change. Thank you, my beautiful Nick.
Sanet, what does letting go mean to you, our dear host?
Thank you for asking, my beautiful Howard. I love you. For me, it's letting go, let God. So if I have something very heavy on my heart, I will write a letter and then I will burn it. I will give it to God. I will take the ashes. I will take it under a running tap, and I will literally let it go out of my property. So when I let it go, when I give it over to God, burn it, it comes out of my DNA. It comes out of my DNA. I wanted to say that wording, but then I take it out of and wash it down the drain, out of the property, meaning that I'm not going to take it out because it left the property even. So I now totally believe in God. I'm not going to pick it up. I cannot go under our sewage line and go and pick up the ashes again. So now that is a symbol for me to totally trust God. So if I give it to Him, I know it will be sorted. I know it will. And sometimes I do get a little bit frustrated because you've got planned this and then something happened and you must just deal around it, because in the end, everything comes out perfectly just as God had planned. So thank you for asking. I really wanted to share that. So you are amazing, amazing. So my beautiful Howard, can you tell us a little bit about your story? And if you can tell us about your miracle bag, I would love the audience to hear that as well.
Sure. So, very briefly, because it's in my book and you can come to my website for more, but I am a 2-time stage 4 cancer survivor, once at age 23, young onset, non-Hodgkin stage 4 T-cell lymphoma, blood cancer of my lymphatic system. And my twin sister saved my life. Unfortunately, 26 years later, I got diagnosed with stage 3, the metastatic stage 4 colon cancer, the last 8 years. But I am currently cancer free. Those are definitely miracles. But what Sanet wants to tell you is that I'm sitting there. I'm a 24-year-old young man with my mom and 25 other people, and they bring in this bag of my sister, my twin sister, CJ Brown Gingras, her bone marrow. And they're waiting to see if it works, if it kills me, if I have side effects. And slowly the room goes down from 25 people to just me and my mom. And I couldn't take my eyes off of this bag that had my sister's bone marrow in it. So I look at my mom and I said, Mom, take that bag, put it in your pocket. And she's like, no, I can't. I'll get in trouble. I said, you won't get in trouble. So what I'm about for the viewers to show you is that this is my bag of life. This bag had contained my sister's purple bone marrow, and it saved my life. And so I've had lots of miracles in my life. And so when we talk about letting go, I actually talk about having to letting go my past self. Okay, I am no longer that cancer patient, that young man. I am no longer that cancer patient. Again, Humpty Dumpty has been rebuilt. And you do that through growth and forgiveness. I have to forgive myself and show grace to myself and others. That's letting go. Thank you, my dear Sanet.
Wow. My beautiful Howard, I'm sure when it had happened the second time to you, there was like stuff happening to you. Can you tell us, you don't have to tell us exactly how you feel, but can you tell us how you felt and how fast did you decide, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to fight this.
So as a 23 and a half year old, I moved home with mom and dad. And it was the analog days of 1989 to 1991. No internet, no cell phone, no real computer use. In 2016 and 17, when I went stage 3 to metastatic, I'm a father of a 15-year-old daughter, my miracle girl, Emily, and married 22 years. It was a different stage. So I would say that I gave myself the walk in darkness, which I call it, to be angry, okay, to be in denial, and to even ask the question, God, why me? But that lasted a very short amount of time because I had been through cancer and been through the front lines before. So I immediately turned out and became a military man on a mission to be able to power through the hard days and be able to put a goal there. And that goal for me was to see my daughter in 2.5 years walk across the stage and receive her high school diploma. And I made that goal. And I made that goal for her college diploma. And now I put it out there that I will walk her down the aisle at the right time and give her away as a bride. You have to have those goals. And that's letting go of the past and moving forward. Uh-oh, I'm getting something. Oh, we're getting the white glasses. Yes, we'll shine brightly together.
So my beautiful viewers and my beautiful guests, this is Howard's glasses. I went to the hotel to go and collect my book to give him a book. And he put it down and he wrote something in his book, in my little book for me, and he forgot it on the bed. So I said to him when I was in Dallas, can I send you this? And no, he said, no, Sanet, you can keep this. So I've got his original glasses all the way from New York. I've got here. My beautiful miracle man, thank you for telling us. And thank you for sharing your miracle daughter and your wishes for everyone, for everything. I think when I went through my time when I lost my weight, so I just want to quickly show the viewers, I lost 165 pounds. Every day I had to go through, like Dar said, one step at a time, because I had one goal, to be on a swing with my grandson. And now I have 2 grandsons, and I was on a swing with both grandsons. But that was my dream, and I could smell. I used all my senses to swing on that swing. So my grandson Xander said to me, Omi, are we going to swing again? I said, yes, everywhere there's a swing, we will stop and we will swing together, and then we will drive further to the next where we have to go, because that was a very big thing. But that goal of swinging, I know it's a small thing, but I could never fit in a swing. And that swing became my motivation every day, every day. Thank you, my beautiful Howard. My beautiful Dar, can you first of all let us know what did you done in the beginning of this year, and how you are making the world a better place by being a laughter teacher? It's
Yeah.
so beautiful. I love it.
Well, I took a training for being a laughter leader, and learned the benefits of how laughter is so good for us. And so I'm teaching it now and practicing it every day. And I didn't know, I learned that your brain doesn't know if you're pretending or not. The brain will still produce dopamines and to give you a feeling of well-being. So I can pretend laugh. Anyway, we create these dopamines, but how did I get this way would be a good question for me, right? I had a spiritual experience when I was on the radiation table with breast cancer. And I had to lay very, very still because the radiation was going over my heart. So I had to turn my head away because I'm type A personality. And I needed to turn my head away and imagine I was talking to God. I had developed a new faith by that time. My husband had passed and went through lots of grief and questioning. And Howard, you were talking a little bit about that. The grief process is, different stages that you go through. And eventually you learn to let go. My husband was my soulmate for many, many years. And it was very difficult to adjust living without him. And so the breast cancer happened after he passed. And by then I had developed a very strong faith. Was on the radiation table, and I turned my head and imagined talking to God. And one day he said, Darlene, you're my joy giver, and I want you to share my love and my joy with as many people as possible. So for me, it was like an assignment. I'm like, whoa, all right. Yes, Lord. Thank you. I'm honored. So fast forward to adjusting and adapting and learning how to be a new me as a single individual. I came about to writing my book in 2020, which was a good year for some of us and a harsh, painful year for most of us. And so that's how my book came about, was through this assignment that God gave me, and therefore the title, Reignite Your Joy, like God leads your dance through life. So I heard it in Howard's story about how we come back with a fight and a reason to continue. And so my reason has always been my Lord and Savior, to share his joy and his love with as many people as possible. So that's what my story is about.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful dog. And Eva, if you're wondering the heart-shaped glasses, if I get goosebumps, I put heart-shaped glasses on. Oh, okay, here we go. Woo! My beautiful Eva, can you please tell me what you told me in our coffee chat? We had such a beautiful coffee chat. That what are you doing for the legacy of your mom and how famous your mom is and where are that you are originally from? Can you tell us that story, please?
Yes, thank you, Sanet. That was a wonderful, wonderful coffee chat. I still remember as of yesterday. I'm Hungarian. My background is a beautiful city on the border, which is part of Romania now. And last year, I lost my mom, and I'm a woman of faith as well. And on the plane, um, I was battling with all my thoughts, all my fear, all the darkness. And then I have to remember I am a child of God, and I can command what's going to happen with my mom and how am I going to leave this situation. And it was the hardest thing I could do. Luckily, I could spend 3 more days with my mom, and I was there till the end. And she wasn't saved. We saved her in the last minute. And she is a very, very well-known lady. She's an icon, legend in my city. And I'm going to create a living legacy for her by creating a movie and interviewing everybody who has been touched by my mom, because my mom was a wonderful person, and with my very best friend Rob Diggy, who is a Grammy Award-winning music producer, who was a very good friend of my mom's. We're gonna collaborate together, and he's gonna actually compose the music for this movie, and this is gonna happen next year, February. I'm combining a wonderful event as well for my mom, and it's gonna be the best ever, February 2025, where we're just gonna produce the movie as well. And I'm very honored. I'm very honored to do this for her. Thank you.
Oh, that is incredible. My heart is full because not only will you create your mom's legacy, but you will continue your legacy because through your mom, you show your children how important parents and legacy is. Thank you, my beautiful Eva. My beautiful Nick, can you tell us a short story of what happened to you when you were small, when you were almost a baby?
So the normal cause of my disability is complications at birth, but that's not my story. Unfortunately, I was injured in a car accident when I was only 6 months old. So my family was traveling down to the coast, and unfortunately, drunk drivers traveling at about 75 miles per hour collided with our cars, thinking they were moving. We'd stopped on the side of the road. And unfortunately, my dad was killed, as well as a set of grandparents. I went flying through the windscreen and ending up with my head split open on the road. I spent the next 3 months in ICU. They had to reconstruct my skull. And unfortunately, that's where the brain damage happened. So that was the beginning of my life. It was really tragic. But thankfully, from my mom and the rest of our family, pulling together, and my mom really helping and guiding and being there to support me, I've been able to, take control and become something awesome and help, other people empower themselves. I really want to take this opportunity to share a story of letting go, if you don't mind. It was about when I was about 13. I remember it very clearly. I was sitting on my bed with my feet out, or my legs outstretched, and on my right side, I can do everything. I can move my fingers and my toes, everything. On the left-hand side, I can't do that. So it's affected the entire left of my body. So this was during the period, obviously, me being a teenager. You just want to fit in, right? You want to be the same as everyone else. So I sat there and I stared at my toes on my right, and I said, okay, move my toes. And obviously they moved. And then I stared at the toes on my left, and I really, really, really focused. I really put my mind to it, and obviously they didn't move. And I was like, come on, all I want, and I said this out loud, I was, all I want to do is move my toes. Now, I know that sounds weird, but it represented being normal. It represented being the same as everyone else. And I had to then and there, just let go. I had to accept that that's not going to happen. And so it was then that one of the moments in my life where I just decided, it's not going to change. It is what it is. Let it go. And I did.
Goosebumps from here till up. Oh, look. Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Nick. I'm going to ask everyone the same question. How are you serving the world? So, my beautiful Howard, let us start with you. Please tell us, and please don't forget the Diamond Moment magazine, because you are giving us your beautiful podcast. All over to you.
Thank you very much. So I wrote this book, and it took me 3.5 years, and I actually dictated it over Zoom because I am not a good writer. And I interviewed 158 of the most influential, important people of my life. And I told my stories that are very relatable to everyone. And I gave people homework assignments. And it all stems from being able to learn from the darkness that we walk in. I call cancer, I call death, I call disability, I call trouble darkness. You can stay there a little bit and learn. Don't hang out there in that dark alley. You want to hang out where the sunshine is. And we all have sunshine. And the biggest lesson that I learned is that to allow others to lift me up in my time of need, to be selfish in my time of need. And I got that in the form of prayer from all nationalities, ethnicities, and religions across the world in my big network. And people sent me joy. They sent me happiness. And I took it and I received it. And that light now beams from me today So I take it very seriously. So the theme of Shining Brightly, the movement that I've built, okay, and that you help accentuate, Sanet, is to lift up yourself and then go lift up others. And the world then becomes a force multiplier for good and positive change. And so what Sanet is referring to is that I was given this amazing opportunity to be featured on the Diamond Moments magazine, issue number 9 in May. Who gets to be on the cover of a magazine? I got to. And from that, the writings and my teachings and my coaching all came out. My true personality came out throughout the magazine. And what I've decided to then commit to be an ambassador for the Soul Diamond, the Diamond Beauties, the Tanzanite Heroes, and joined forces with Sanet, okay, to shine brightly. This is where the sunglasses came from, okay, is we all shine for each other. And she's built this beautiful worldwide network that I am now part of. And I got to be on the cover of the magazine, and I'm in every other magazine now because we choose a podcast that is all about inspiration, and it is included in each episode, each issue of the magazine. And it's absolutely incredible. And I'm grateful for it. And I love shining with Sanet and with you all today. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Halbert. And the magazine will go out tomorrow. My husband just let me know that the magazine, he done the coding. It's ready. But I've got our show and I've got another show today, so I will not be able to place it. So yes to you, my beautiful Halbert.
Thank you.
Can I just tell everyone how we met? We were on a network, and I think, Dar, you were on the same day that we were on the network with Howard, and he asked if he can read the 365. I will not say a poem, but a message for the day, and that was exactly my. And when he started to read, I was like, okay, but that is mine. And it was such a surprise. He's reading me. And that was exactly that day. And me and Howard started to talk. And I'm so thankful for you being in my life. Howard is also one of the co-host on Soul Diamond Author's Journey. And Dar, you were our first, when we went official, you were our first author that we spotlight. So thank you, my beautiful Howard, for being in my life.
I love it. And I just want to tell you, Dar, since you were featured as the spotlight author, in my morning mantra, I was talking about blessing and gratitude and love, and I added joy because of you. Because of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Howard. And my beautiful Dar, how are you serving the world?
You know, that's a great question, Sanet, and a lot of it is because of you and our friendship. For inspiring other people. It's turned from women to men and women. And so it's been a joy and a privilege to be a part of all of your programming. And as you had mentioned, I was part of the Diamond Moments magazine, the very first one. So I've had the privilege of having firsts in a lot of the things that you've done. And my authorship was another that I'm still serving a lot of people through purchasing my book to tell them the story of what happened to me, what I'm like today because of what my choices were, how I learned to find joy and reignite joy. And so it's just a continuous, one day at a time, God working through me wherever he chooses. Oh, yes, in the Soul of a Diamond. Yes, Howard. Being in Sanet's beautiful book, The Soul of a Diamond. And how we had co-authored in the other book that Howard showed was the gratitude book that we were all in. We had the authorship, so I'm a co-author of 2 other books because of Sanet and her connections. So it's a ripple effect, right? And that's what God's doing through all of us. There's a ripple effect through Sanet and her beautiful programming, and then are coming to attend and to share what our experiences, strengths, and hopes are, and hoping that we're touching other people's lives while we're sharing.
Thank you. And my beautiful Dar, when I visit you in beginning end of April, beginning of May, we visit one of your meetings that you all of the ladies attended, and I could see the love that all of those ladies have for you because you have changed so many of their lives already, and also your beautiful book, Bible studies that you do with a lot of women. So thank you so much for everything you are doing and serving the world with God's love. So yes to you, my beautiful Dar. Thank you so much. My beautiful Eva, can you tell us how are you serving the world?
Thank you, Sanat. Yes, that is very, very important how people are serving the world. Um, as a hypnotherapist, I create community workshops for free to help people who are in need, especially with this inner transformational teaching workshop that I have. I have a journal as well. It comes 21-day journal where you can actually um, release and uncover your hidden pain. Also, I guide them with exercises to help locate that emotional or physical pain, and through certain techniques, I help them how to release that. Also, to bring them to create a positive mindset, and like I said before, to let go those old habits and give them possibility to renew them with new ones, and also just to make their thoughts a reality, whatever they heart desire, whatever they would like to achieve. Uh, Again, with some guided meditation to help them to bring that thought with the feeling to a reality. Thank you, Sana.
I love that. And can you tell us about your podcast?
Yes, the Open Mind to Open Hands podcast is open to everyone, and every week we have amazing people, amazing guests. My last podcast was with Sir Doja Silad, and he is a wonderful friend of mine, where we talked about his new book and his new movie, Behind Physical. And it was an honor because not everyone have the opportunity to be together with stars like we are here today, Sanat, Howard, Dar, and Nick, but also a really movie star. So yes, I'm trying to make it interested, and people can come and share their success and share their business and their business opportunities, what they have for others. So it's a platform where everybody can come in and in unity we can actually create a safe environment for entrepreneurs to able to share their business, their books, promote whatever they have on their agenda. Thank you, Sana.
Wow, thank you, my beautiful Eva. Yes to you, and keep on making the world a better place. So, my beautiful, I want to say rebel, but it's not rebel, it's ninja. Oh, sorry, Nick. Yes, you can go ahead. Please tell us, what are you doing and serving the world, my beautiful one?
So what I'm doing is I'm helping people dance to their destiny. I created a workshop series called Dance Your Destiny, where each letter of dance stands for a different thing. So D is for driven, A, authentic, nimble, courageous, and empowered. And not only do I teach people to emotionally, psychologically, and metaphorically dance to their destiny, I also teach them to physically dance. I am a salsa dancer and have been a salsa dancer for 17 years. And I love spreading the word and spreading the dance moves. I call myself a salsa disciple because I just want to spread the moves all the time. And so that's what I do. I teach, I immerse them in those themes, and then I give them invest work in which they will reflect on that theme. Then they'll dive into it on their own, and then I will give them like some guidance, some coaching, and then we'll grow. And depending on, for example, if it's one person, I'll take them to a salsa party at the end of it. If it's a group, I host a salsa party for the group, and we celebrate that they've come to dance their destiny.
Wow. And Nick, can you remember when we dance on, well, my beautiful viewers, if you book a coffee chat with me, I'm going to ask you what's your forever song, what's your favorite song? And then I'm going to ask, when you come on screen, I'm going to ask your first question, will you have a dance with me? And Nick, can you remember how our dancing was with your beautiful song?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. And, anytime music is involved, I'm there.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So, Nick, I'm going to, first of all, Nick, please keep on doing what you're doing. You are an inspiration, not only for me, but to so many. Yes, to you. So, my beautiful Nick, if I can start with you, what is your golden nugget?
My golden nugget for everybody is the greatest risk is not taking one. It's my mantra in life, and linking back to the idea of control, find out what you can control, take those risks, and change your life.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so Nick, just because you are my sunshine, yes to you. My beautiful Eva, what is your golden nugget?
Thank you, Sanet. What doesn't break you, it will make you stronger. And I had to learn that in a hard way. Things that doesn't break you, it will give you such empowerment. You will able to really grab into that full body of strength, and you can actually do amazing, amazing, amazing things. So yes, what doesn't break you, it will make you stronger.
And yes to you, Eva.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, my beautiful dog. What is your golden nugget?
Well, my favorite word for many years has been gratitude, and learning how to be grateful for even the tough things that we go through, because it unlocks the fullness of life and brings joy. So work on gratitude. Find one thing that you can be grateful for today, and it will change the chemicals in your brain and will help you to feel better.
My beautiful dog, yes to you. Also heart shape, but it's orange. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life, my beautiful prayer warrior, my beautiful dog. I love you. My beautiful miracle man, I will have to get the bags of sunglasses because I've got one particular one in mind for you. So please give us your golden nugget. I'm going to quickly go down to my bag of glasses. Oh, you muted.
Muted. I'm unmuted. So my golden nugget is a 4-letter word, not what you're thinking. It's hope. HOPE. That is the fuel that gets you through the tough times. It is the fuel to allow you to embrace and enjoy and celebrate the best times. So that's my golden nugget. Are you going to share? Oh, you're going to do glasses and share your golden nugget? What do you got for me? Oh, wow. Those are awesome.
You a rock star. You are a rock star.
I love it. Oh my God, you got a bag of glasses. It's incredible.
Where are you going, Eva? Go, my God, go. Okay, you can ask me. You can ask me.
Sanet, please share your golden nugget, please.
Oh, thank you for asking, my beautiful miracle man. My golden nugget is, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. And then normally I will say, I've got to put into show. Thank you. Thank you. My beautiful viewers, I hope that you loved our show today. I know that my amazing guests have given you golden nuggets and they have sprinkled their sparkles into your life. And if I can ask, if there's one thing that you can think of today that, like Nick said, you cannot control, and like Dar said, you can take step by step to letting it go. Why not try it? And like Howard said, hope. I believe hope is our miracle for tomorrow. Because if there's hope, there's hope, there's life. And then I just wanted to say thank you so much for viewing this. And you are welcome to connect with any of my guests in the show notes. All of their details is in there. So please connect. You will not know what golden sparkle will come into your life by connection. So my beautiful guests, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
My beautiful Howard, my beautiful Dar, my beautiful Eva, and my beautiful Nick, will you have a dance with me?
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy, but just give me 1 second, my guest, 1 second. My beautiful viewers on E360, the Tanzanite Heroes, and also the Diamond Beauties. Will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Woo! Here we go. Ah, dog, beautiful dog. Woo! Beautiful Eva. Nick, you can go like this.
Walking on sunshine,
I say Nick.
dancing in the